Next up, Sean Flannery.
Someone please come over here and me up the Good to know. And last but not least, oh, we're not finished. It died a long time ago.
Dang, look at other people.
Okay, what we'll do, in case you haven't been here before, just if you have a question, raise your hand and please stand up and shout out your question. The question session, we'll have the group stand together so you can take photos. So please try to hold off on the flashes until we're done at the end. Raise your middle finger. Right here.
Yes, right here.
I was wondering, are you guys anticipating filming the third movie? Like, you guys can do that?
Fuck yeah.
I think Troy wants to do something in between 2 and 3.
That's like Rocco. Do you like blowjobs?
Anybody under 18 here?
Earmuffs.
Right here.
It's very funny. Fuck. I mean, like, yeah. I got to ride a horse, which I was pretty good at. There was a whole bunch. I mean, you know, Sean's hilarious, Billy's funny. Like, you know, it was a lot of fun. The second one. It was, you know, every day was fun. It was, we had to jump up like the scaffolding into this big blue bag, and I was such a wimp. I was like, and I kept landing on my feet, and Sean's like doing like triple gainers and shit. And I was like, and I remember Troy going, "This is hero shit. Get up there and dive."
Like the noises Norman would make when he jumped off the scaffolding. It was like,
I'm kind of a wimp, it's true. It's true.
Question back here.
After watching overnight, it seemed like, you know, I never go on Troy Downey business, but it seemed like he burned maybe a lot of his bridges. That, like, you know, being said, like, how difficult was it to make number 2 come out? It seemed like.
Well, no, the reason we didn't do number 2 is because it was under a lawsuit forever. And I think like the story is the lawsuit ended at like noon and Sony bought it at like 12:15. You know, that wasn't the reason. And you know, as far as Troy being difficult, I mean, if you have enough footage of Santa Claus, you can make him look like an asshole. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, like, you know, personally, I'm like, I don't know. Like, it just seemed like, even if, you know, regardless of how he is personally, it was kind of obvious that some of his bridges bridges that have been burned.
Yeah, but like, I mean, you know,
Well, let me put it this way. I mean, in the documentary, there's not 1 foot of film that interviews any cast member or any crew member that says anything negative about the cat. So I think that's your first-hand experience. Having said that, he made a sequel. 100% of the cast, 100% of the crew came back. So, I mean, when their bridge gets burned, I don't know, but it certainly wasn't with the cast.
For the first time Bob Dylan used an electric guitar, like they wanted to hang him. You know what I'm saying? So it's, you know, it's all good people have haters. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I was just wondering if it made, like, it seemed like at the end of that day, it held up number 1.
No,
So just, you know,
no, not at all. No, it didn't. First one didn't come out because of Columbine. You know, here's 2 guys in black pea coats right after these guys in dusters did that, and so the industry was like, fuck that shit. You know, I mean, it was just it was a series of unfortunate circumstances. You know, and people put 3 and 5 together and came up with 19, which is a different kind of math altogether, man. It's like unified theory shit.
that's the American half. No, number
Who
2
else
is
has a
great.
question?
Number 2 is great. but
Right here.
number 3.
Sir Fox is shot on the wall.
Sweet.
So what was it like working with Willem Dafoe?
It was dope. It was like, if you look at the first Boondock, remember we were in the police station and we were saying all the different languages and shit. Like I kept messing those up, like all the time I was fucking those up. And the camera would go in a 360, and every time the camera would go behind Willem's face, he'd like pull face with it. It fucked me up forever. And then if you look really closely, you see me going da da ba da, and I look up at the ceiling. Da da da. It's because I'm reading on a cue card.
Elvis wrote his lines on cue cards. I'm not kidding. He was reading that shit.
You got Defoe in front of you going.
Defoe's in front of me like, Všechny palačinky slepce háčstvo strojce doprodilo. I still remember that shit 10 years fucking later. I don't remember that at all.
Over here.
In regards to what you said about Columbine and everything, do you think that this movie was going to be, you know, such a cult classic like it's become?
Rocco?
No, I didn't think it would be. I thought we were just going to die. I was really impressed. You know, because like, what was our release? I think it was a blockbuster. You know, and I thought that it was just going to be forgotten. And then all of a sudden, I remember I started first getting recognized, and I thought that they were like the only people in America that saw the film.
Okay. Who else has a question? Right here.
When Sean was born, his mother said, "What a treasure." And his father said, "Yeah, let's bury it."
Check this out. 2 hours ago, I was telling this story earlier. 2 hours ago, we're in the restroom. And a gentleman was talking to us about going to St. Louis and doing another one of these shows. And so Rocco's peeing right next to me. And we're at the urinal. And right after he looked over and said, "Nice dick." He then said, okay, yeah, that was a lie. He didn't say that. But he goes, "Sean, in St. Louis, you know, they got the world famous museum for bowling. Bowling Hall of Fame." I was like, Rock, that fucking cool, dude. Are you into bowling? Rock says, "No." I was like, all right then.
So that means you're the oldest then.
Say again?
So that means you're the oldest then.
Well, all right.
here with your hand up.
Do you remember the tree monkey from a few minutes ago?
Yes, I do. Tree monkey. Yes. She pulled close guard.
You started it.
Oh, okay. The running jump had nothing to do with it. I loved it. It was genius.
Okay, awesome. Right here.
Young Indiana Jones, how did I get the role? That was, I mean, obviously Young Indy's opened every door that's open to me today. I mean, if it wasn't for Young Indy, I never would have got a meeting on Boondock. How did I get it? A long series of auditions. It's like every textbook story. You know, I saw the assistant to the assistant casting director. They liked me enough to send me to the assistant casting director. They liked me enough to send me to the actual casting director. And then, you know, after 26 auditions later, I met George Lucas and did a screen test. It was literally one of those long, arduous processes that I think the only reason I got it is because I thought, what the fucking odds that I would get this? So you almost don't care. You know, you're like, they're like, you're meeting George Lucas, you're like, whatever, it ain't like I'm gonna get it. But then I think that like attitude makes them go, oh, this guy doesn't care, you know? we gotta get this guy. But it was like, it never occurred to me that I could actually get the role, you know? And then I was on a plane to London to start shooting, and I was like, wow. You know, kind of mind-blowing, really.
Okay, who else has a question? Over here in the corner.
Can you tell us a little bit about the USA tour coming up?
Actually, we can't. I'm telling you, as for the USO regulation, we can't tell you where we're going. We can't disclose any of that. And unfortunately, we can't live tweet or Facebook from there. We have to get all the video footage and everything approved, but we're going to share with everybody as soon as it's approved. But it's the Middle East. That's really all we can tell you. Except I speak for everybody. I think we're super stoked to go over there, support the troops. I'm honored to have guys to go out there and serve the country. That's the least that I can do to go over there and maybe train with the guys and hang out with them.
No, I'm super excited. Yeah, it has to do with like you can't take pictures because of certain landmarks and so forth. Like, there's all these rules. It's kind of nuts.
Who else has a question? Over here.
This is for Norman. What was it like working with Chris Christopherson?
He was dope. He's like, one of the days we were shooting, talking about Chris Christopherson, if you guys seen here. But one of the days we were shooting, I was in my trailer and I was watching that Bob Dylan documentary. What's that called? Yeah. So I'm in there and he comes knocking on the door and he's like, "What are you watching?" I go, "Oh, this." He goes, "Scoot over." And he goes, "Yeah." He goes, "Yeah, I was dating Bob's wife when that's why they got in a fight at this hotel. And then this guy and I were drunk. And then he goes, "Yeah, I got Bob Dylan on Pat Garrett and Billy the Kid." And he's like, "Yeah, we were taking mushrooms, riding horses. And I got him to be the knife thrower." And I was just like, "Holy shit, this guy like knows everything about it." Like, he was amazing. And he's like totally cut. Like, so every time he takes his shirt off, like all the girls freak out. He's one of the coolest guys. Like, I hope to grow up and be Chris Christopherson.
Okay, who else has a question? Right here.
Wesley Snipes really a dick or what?
No, dude, Wesley's dope. He's super cool. Yeah, I mean, you know, Wesley travels with a large posse of people, and Wesley takes his job really seriously, and you know, all those martial arts stuff and Blade and stuff, like that's really him. Like, Wesley's super cool. He really is. And you can't believe everything you read or hear on all these, you know, extra, and all that bullshit. He's actually really cool. Extra.
Guys, I'm just wondering how cool were the Desert Eagles in the second movie?
Johnny? They were heavy.
They were.
Loud.
But Norm blamed it on a shoulder problem. Like every time we had to do this.